actually get on board with THR Lightning here. And Lightning right on the rear bumper of ESV Scotson. Scotson having a very good start to this race, but got a lot of pressure right now. FRF Toys fading just a tiny bit back there. Looks like he got a good run up the last section of the track. Meanwhile, Jim Super still trying to catch up to the tail of this group. Side by side, still door to door. Design looks to the inside. Design's trying to make it 3 wide. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Design. He's going to try to pick 2 of them off right here. 3 wide in the 1. Roberts prevails. And Design gets right on by Sean. Does he? No, Sean has a door right alongside him going into the S's now. Still side by side coming up and through it. Bombers now trying to put the pressure on Barco. Barco with the team play right there. He lets Bombers go by for the race lead. And now Sean dealing with not only teammates working together, but he's got AMS drivers just as hungry and in the championship fight. And he's right on the rear bumper of Sean. You gotta have friends sometimes. Sometimes friends can be a burden, but not today here. Sean drops from 1st to 4th and 6th laps of racing. And now he's gonna hunt down Design again, who's currently right behind the ESD barcode. And if you're just tuning in, we got ourselves a good one here at Suzuka. Roberts currently leads, barcode 2nd, 3rd, AMS Design, and 4th, RZM Sean. And Vanquish still trying to find a way around JJ Red. JJ looks like he checked up just a little bit off the 2. Vanquish got a big run to the inside. And he's gonna try to make the pass here going into 3. And goes to the inside. Vanquish clips down. Oh, and Vanquish gets loose in the 3. It hits the outside wall. Barcode able to get him by. And he's got to get back in the gas and try to get it going. Meanwhile, Barbers is falling all the way back to 16th. Looks like he might have made a pit stop, I'm not sure. But Kobe all the way still leads it here at Indianapolis. Vanquish still hasn't found a way to get back up to the 2 guys in front, but Kobe all the way still leads this one here. Doing a great job. Let's check the fuel. Got about 50% fuel left in the car. I don't think that's going to be good enough to make it till the end of this one. But got 2 laps here to pit. Oh, and Kobe all the way is going to make the pit. Is JJ Red staying out? JJ is. He's going to get that 1 bonus point here tonight. Code as well. Let's hop on. 3 wide coming off of 1. They work together. Viper off the racetrack into the grass alongside him as ESV Eclipse as they're following right behind AMS Sandman. Sandman getting a top 5 a few weeks ago as DBO Dr. Quinn getting passed on the outside by Sandman and the ESV boys. And Eclipse trying to not run him off right there. All 4 drivers able to get by. Viper down into the inside, takes over the 9th spot from Sandman, still side by side with Barcode right now. Taking that outside line. Can he get the run off the corner? They're still side by side going on the oval part of the racetrack. C-Man giving a little bit of a bump to barcode right there. White flag in the air. And Ranger goes to the inside of Outlaw. And Outlaw now checks up the racetrack. He's in a predicament by himself. To the inside for the race lead! Oh my gosh! A gigantic accident off of 3! And it's a bunch of drivers in the wall! It's gonna be Northern Thunder! He's coming across the line! And Northern Thunder wins at Daytona International Speedway!
Alright everybody, welcome back to the MEA Porsche Cayman Cup for round number 2 at the Sonoma Full Circuit. I'm your voice of the weeknight series, RZXJJ Reds. And after seeing what happened last week with the race lead between Design and Twig, non-stop battling, Twig not able to get alongside Design at all throughout the race, was just able to stay behind him. Tonight going to be a little bit different. It's going to test these drivers' technicality on the circuit and patience. How far are they going to push the car before they end up in the grass or in a tire barrier? This track is known to test the drivers on both of those features. And it looks like, oh, okay. Alright, so that's going to be very annoying. That happens again mid-race. So hopefully game audio you guys can hear. You can also hear me good. Got a little music playing in the background before we start. Alright, get ready for the opening lap. 41 laps of green flag action in total for tonight's race at Sonoma. And we'll go ahead and go through the starting lineup for tonight's event. So on the front row for the first time ever in MEA, it's going to be Autumn. Alongside of her is going to be RZM Design, last week's race winner by just a little bit over SSR Twig. Twig will be starting in P3. Alongside him will be TNR Horizon, who finished in the top 5 last week. EVR Walshy and SSR Mayhem will make up the third row. Fourth row is going to be EMC Vision, followed by BOE Gray. EVR Crink in P9, and RZX Neo rounds out the top 10. TNR Obvious skips qualifying. He will start the tail end of the field tonight. Get rid of that. Alright, so hopefully the stream doesn't fall asleep on me. And what in the world is going on here? Okay. Guess we're still gonna go anyway. That might cause lag. Pretty sure someone just lagged out. Someone definitely did lag out. And I think we're gonna get a restart here. That's what it looks like. Yes, no? Okay, I guess we're green. So Autumn will lead him up to turn 1. With Design, Twig, Mayhem, and Walshy, the top 5 as we go through the first section. Now we go downhill into the mid part of the track. Looks like Autumn feeling very confident about their quali time, just ahead on pole by a little bit over RZM Design. And we're getting a restart. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, chat is open for me, so if anyone has any questions or messages they would like to send in the chat, I'll be able to read them. Alright, it will take a while, looks like, to get everyone back in. But anyway, there's a look at the qualifying times, if anyone was curious, while we wait. You can see just a little over a tenth separated Autumn and RZM Design. So we kind of went over the starting lineup, I guess. I won't do that again. So I think we have everyone now. Try it again. Alright, so they're going to double up, coming to the hairpin in the final section. We have all 11 drivers. My phone just randomly went off, sorry about that. Alright, 2x2 mini rows, back 11 drivers. Could have a shot to win tonight's race, but it's the top 3 that are in the championship hunt. Autumn, Design, Twig, Horizon, first 2 rows as we cross the line to take the green. Round number 2, the Porsche Cayman Cup is underway. Autumn leads them uphill. And oh my god, someone just slid into the grass in turn 1. I have no idea who that was. That was, oh, EMC Vision out of nowhere. Loses the handling of the car of turn 1. Autumn did not get the start like she had the first restart. Already under pressure from RZM Design. As we go downhill and then uphill into the first major point of this racetrack, that is the hairpin, one of the hairpins. Design looks for a pass, nothing there, and someone has already DC'd on the first lap. There will be no restart for that, unfortunately. That might have been Vision. Yes, it was. Anyway, we're still on with the race lead. Design continues to put the pressure on as we enter the hairpin now. Design will play the patient game. Twig, Horizon, Mayhem rounds out your top 5. Autumn will cross the line to lead the first green lap. Back to the uphill we go. Autumn didn't get a good exit. Design nothing able to do to get around Autumn. This is a very hard track to pass. Kind of relies on one of the 2 drivers to make a mistake in order to see some passing. And here we go. Design once again looks to the inside. Nothing there. Autumn will close the door. And right here, Design's a lot closer than he was. So we go through the hairpin now, and through the S's. Oh my gosh, Design is so close to putting a pass on Autumn for the race lead. Looks to the inside, almost hits the inside tire barriers, but I think Autumn's going to have the drive out of the hairpin. She does. While these 2 are nose to tail right now, that's SSR Twig second in points, who finished second just behind Design last week at NERB GP. So it is going to be a 3-car battle for the race lead already here on lap number 4. Design. Still nothing he can do just yet. Twig has a lot of momentum here. He looks to try to use it as we're on the 4th lap. August, starting from the rears, made his way up to 7th. And Design must have made a mistake through the hairpin because he's lost about a car length to Autumn. we'll go on board with SSR Twig and watch the battle that he sees just ahead. So it doesn't seem that we've had no mistakes with the top three so far. I think that's what it's just going to come down to, because Autumn and Design were basically neck and neck in qualifying, so I assume we'll see the exact same lap times. Maybe we'll go a bit faster as the race goes on. Again, like this series, we will have a one scheduled stop. You can take it whenever you'd like. And already another DC. I think that was Gray. It was. Gray unfortunately DC'd in the first race at Nürburgring. So this is gonna really hurt his point situation, as he is currently 11th going into this race. So Autumn kind of pulling away here from Design. Twig now will put the pressure on Design for the runner-up spot. That's Horizon and Mayhem still 4th and 5th, not too far apart of each other there. Obviously has moved his way up to 6th, looking for a shot at battling inside the top 5 now. We'll go back to Design here. A lot closer now. Design gets to the back of Autumn. And that's going to hurt Design a little bit, because if he had not made contact with Autumn, I think Design could have had an opportunity to pass in the hairpin, but clearly it really didn't help. Autumn left the space wide open for Design, but smart move by Design, but not going for it. That could have been a little bit risky for the both of them. Twig starting to fall back just a little bit. So we have the top 3 all separated by about 3 car lengths. Mayhem still keeping himself in Horizon's rear view. But other than that, nothing really looks to be anywhere close to one another. On lap 8, positions really haven't changed a whole lot with the top 5. A few laps ago, Design was basically right on Autumn's bumper, but kind of falling back a little bit. Needs Autumn to possibly make a mistake, and that's what's kind of reeled in Design a little bit. Of course, after the race, we'll get our top 3 finishers from tonight's race into the broadcast booth. And like we say, look where Design is. Designed really hot on the brakes, kind of overshoots the corner a little bit. It's going to cost him a little bit, but not a whole lot as he reeled in Autumn this lap, but kind of another minor mistake there. Loses time. And Twig was kind of nose to tail with Design a few laps ago, and he's kind of fading a little bit here, but once these two eventually will go side by side, maybe not. A little walk up there. So it looks like Obvious has kind of made his presence known to battle inside the top 5, but we'll still watch the battle for the lead. Just tuning with us, this is round 2 of the Porsche Cayman Cup. I'm your host RZXJJ Reds for the weeknight series. So we're 11 laps in. Autumn has led every single one, but the Design's making her work for it right now. Twig has kind of made his presence known a little bit early on, but again, kind of fading a little bit. So it looks like Obvious inside the top 5 now. Mayhem drops to 6th. Design got both wheels into the grass, but didn't hurt. I think it might have helped him there a little bit. Now Design kind of looking for some moves now, as he has stayed right behind Autumn this entire race so far, so kind of wants to get a little bit of clean air and try to take this lead away. So Design really reels in Autumn towards this last section, but is Design brave enough to get late on the brakes here? Design once again pulls to the right hand side. And eventually we'll go side by side with Autumn coming out of the last corner now. Autumn will have the drive off. Now it's starting to heat up a little bit here between 1 and 2. Oh, Design made a mistake going uphill. And that could have been a little bit worse as he overshot the curbing there. Design was kind of sitting pretty right there. And he's going to try it again. Oh, Autumn gets loose into the S's. Design around the outside will take away the race lead for the first time tonight, as we now will go through the hairpin. Autumn's not going to give it up easily. Pulls out to the inside. Design, nothing he can do about a slight contact as they exit. Autumn will take it back the race lead. We just have another DC. Wow, we lost Crank and Neo. I assume that was at the same time. And Walshy, my god. So now we're just down to 6. Don't count out Twig yet. He might be fading a little bit here, but he's kind of stayed the exact distance from these two the past several laps, so it's only as he's not losing too much time, he should be alright if he wants to continue to battle the top two here. Autumn a little wide out of the uphill section. The Design will take away the race lead back. And this right here is a section that Autumn hates seeing Design up in front because you can't really do anything here. The only passing zones at this track is in both hairpins. Autumn at this point is just relying on mistake. Alright, lap 16 out of 42. We still have the one pit stop. Oh, did they just... or was that a spectating glitch? I thought Design was just about to randomly spin out because it looked like Autumn had tapped Design, and I thought Design was just about to go around. I think that's going to hurt Autumn more. Autumn really had to work for that race lead, but now is going to have to just do everything she can and hope for a mistake. We talked about Autumn last week. Was riding in the third place spot the entire race, but just a handful of laps to go, got passed and just unfortunately couldn't seal the deal to finish in the top three, but still fourth is a-okay. But now I think Autumn knows the pace that she has to stay with Design is good, but can't afford any more mistakes, as we know Design runs away. So we'll go through the race map and see where everyone's at on track. First and second, RZ and Design and Autumn. Third place, SSR Twig, kind of fading a little bit here, as he was kind of nose to tail with the top two, and he's really fallen back after that. TNR Horizon has been in the fourth place spot the whole race and hops the curb out of the hairpin. I believe he started in fourth as well. Oh, and he goes around. Obvious will go on through, and this is, I guess, the worst place to catch Horizon go around, because now he's back in fifth and has lost a ton of ground. I won't be surprised if he chooses to pit here. So that means TNR Obvious, who was riding in fifth past Mayhem early on, who started from the back, he's now in the fourth, and it's SSR Mayhem for his first start tonight. Rounds out in sixth. Everyone else that I didn't mention on top of the screen has obviously DC'd. normally isn't this horrendously bad with the DCs. I think it kind of, when servers are kind of like this on Forza 7, I think it hurts the ones that don't have the best connection. Kind of basically eliminates their race. I'm not 100% sure what everyone's connection is at to the ones that did DC. Normally when servers are like this, I've never had a problem when I just get booted from the lobby. Because I have an Ethernet cable completely stuck inside the PC. So, should have top speed internet. So Horizon chooses to stay out here. I thought he was going to pit there. But looks like he might go a little bit longer. So we're nearing at the start of seeing green flag stops here shortly. Approaching halfway. Oh my. We are down to 5. Oh, that was... Oh, was that Twig? I think it was. Oh no, Twig! And this has basically been the story of tonight. It hasn't been battle for the race lead or anything like that. It has been having 11 and we're down to 5. Now I'm starting to reel in back RZM design. Are they both gonna pit together? It's Kind of interesting decision if Autumn does decide to pit with Design. Autumn, after making a mistake a few laps ago, has caught RZM Design for the race lead once again, so that's something we can cheer up about again. So both the TNR duo in the pits. Design. Oh, did he fake it a little bit there? Kind of like he was veering off to the left there. That was a little cheeky move there. I like it. Oh, that would have been bad. That would have been very bad. Close call by Design. He gets a freebie on that one. Here we go. And Autumn pits. We'll try to jump the gun on Design. So TNR currently rides 4th and 5th. Mayhem still staying out. Or will he pit? No, he will pit. Alright, we are past the halfway point officially. Man will fall just behind. Actually sticking with Horizon here. Not sure if Horizon had another mistake. So Design stays out. Nope, pits. Alright, this can be a game changer. Autumn's had the lead for how many laps? Autumn reeled back in Design. And did Autumn have a problem? Or Or is this just how normally pit lane is? Wow, pit lane is this long. I thought Autumn had an issue. I did not expect Autumn to be that far behind when Design was in the pits, but with that, jumping the gun early, it helped. Autumn's back to the race lead. And with a pretty good cushion, as now Design has to deal with the cold tires, and these three are all bunched up. We'll have a look at what's going on back here. Obvious and Mayhem start to cut down the third place spot. Six-tenths separates Mayhem and TNR Horizon. Remember, Horizon had a spin earlier. That's why he's not in third, where he originally was. But now seems to be reeling back in his teammate. As we'll go back up to the battle for the lead, and it's heating back up again. I tell you, Autumn has done a great job keeping Design at bay. Only made one little mistake, and that allowed Design to get the job done. But here, just past the pit window, and it's completely flipped. And Design looks again to the inside. He did this a few laps ago, but once again, it doesn't work. And now we'll try it again as he slides. Saves the car just a little bit there. Gonna lose a little bit of time by doing this. Oh, and he goes off into the grass. Rally style. This track gets in your head. As you can see, it really didn't affect him because he's still right there. Oh, I think Autumn might have gotten loose through the S's. They go side by side through the kink. Autumn's cleared. Design looks, fakes it. And Autumn will have the drive off, but not the best drive off, because Design also had a pretty decent drive. Two and a half seconds separates third and fourth. That's how that battle's going on. So unlike last week, Design's kind of had to work for it today. Remember, Twig and Design didn't go side by side at all the whole race last week at Nürburgring. But today is a whole different story. Autumn has something up her sleeve. Design late breaks into the hairpin. Autumn gets forced out a little bit wide. And Design takes away the race lead momentarily, but not just yet, as they will go side by side now through the S's. They are door to door beating and banging. Still not clear of Autumn. Through the kink. Autumn will have the better drive. He will block the inside line. Design kind of short shifted there. Pretty clever move. Oh, something happened to Mayhem. He is way far behind. Must have had damage. Design went wide through the hairpin, off into the grass, side by side. Here we go again. Now Autumn's back on the attack. Late move by Autumn, but she goes side by side through the hairpin for the race lead. Little wheel spin coming out. They still go side by side on the main stretch. Oh, and I kind of expected that to happen. Design forced Autumn right into the grass. That's a difficult corner to go side by side in, but Design will give Autumn the spot. Laps winding down, opportunities to be made. Some will have them made, some will not see them at all. We will have 10 laps to go when we cross the line. Coming up next week on the Porsche Cayman Cup, we're off to Spa. Really, I'm not liking this turning off. Final 10 laps, no mistakes must be made. Oh, Autumn a little wide there. And here we go, side by side. We've seen this many times tonight. Autumn will have the preferred line. But this will give Design an opportunity to go side by side through the hairpin. Design has no other lane to go to. And just slides, looking for all kinds of grip out of the hairpin. And Design will have to back out of it. Looks like Mayhem took another pit, so now he's a lap down. These two have just been non-stop back and forth at each other the whole race. And Design will finally get around Autumn once again. Can Design pull 2 for 2 in the series? If you're curious to listen to the broadcast booth post-race, we'll get our top 3 in. And we'll discuss how everyone's race went. Now Autumn back on the offensive end. Just a bit wide coming out of the hairpin for design. Didn't really seem to affect him. Autumn had a really good run through the S's there at this lap. Autumn took a little peek there. Design left the door open, but Design will have the drive out. And in doing that, Autumn closes the gap now just a little bit, now down to just 1 car length. And Design's really making me nervous by going extremely wide in turn 1. Oh man. Loses all of that momentum. Cannot make mistakes with this many laps to go. Horizon looks like he won't have anything for second place, or excuse me, third place tonight. Now Autumn's starting to move backwards a little bit. Gap was about 50 feet. It's increased by 100. I'm just trying to push the limit. Still moving backwards. 3 laps to go. Autumn isn't done just yet, with just a lap and a half to go. Here we go, one more time at Sonoma. RZM Design has worked for it tonight. Needs to hit his marks for one last time, and he will go 2 for 2 in the series. Oh, he went in the grass a little bit wide. That won't affect him. Bit of a scare moment there. And Design goes to the final section, the hairpin and then the kink and then the finish line. He's battled with Autumn the whole race, but here in the Cayman Cup, he has gone 2 for 2 at Nürburgring, and now tonight at Sonoma, he'll take round number 2. Autumn did everything she could to battle with Design. She drove a heck of a race. P2 for Autumn. It looks like it's going to be a 3rd place for Teenart. Obvious he will finish in the top 3, and Horizon having a spin in the mid part of the race costed him what could have been a 3rd place tonight, and Mayhem will finish 5th in a lap down. Alright, we'll get our interview queue underway. We'll get Obvious, Autumn, and Design, your top 3. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and get things underway with our top 3 joining us for the interview queue. And if you guys can hear me in the party, you guys don't need to include your audio. I already have it included for you guys, so no need to do that. But we'll go ahead and go through third to first as always, and we'll start with TNR Obvious. And Obvious, you started towards the rear of the field tonight, skipping quali, but it looked like it was kind of smooth sailing for you, maneuvering around the cars you needed to pass. You were finally inside the top 5, and then I was about to say Obvious, but Horizon had a spin there. Kind of got lucky with it. Also, when SSR Twig did lag out. But just take me through how your race went tonight.
Yeah, I was kind of worried I was going to make the race like entirely. I didn't expect to actually get back home in time for what I was doing, but I'm glad I was able to. I figured it'd be kind of an interesting story to work my way up to the front, but it ended up working out pretty well. I was able to clear the back markers in a lap or 2, maybe 3, and then I caught up to the rear of Mayhem and Horizon, and I think I passed Mayhem before Horizon spun. I can't remember exactly. Oops, I'm getting a phone call. Let me go on mute real quick if you don't mind.
Okay. Anyway, Obvious, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Thank you for joining us tonight here in the top 3 interview queue, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week at Spa for the 3rd round.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. And Autumn is going to decline joining the party, but Mayhem has sent me a message I need to read. Let's see here if I can pull it up. Alright, so Autumn finishes second to design tonight. This is what Autumn had to say. I was very excited for this race since it's my home track. I knew that I'd perform very well in here, and I fought hard defending design. We traded a lot of places back and forth, but eventually passed me. Some of the curbs caused issues with oversteering, so it was a challenge keeping the car from sim twitching. Overall, it was exciting. I'm happy to have a good battle with design. And Autumn, if you're hearing this, congratulations on a runner-up spot tonight, finishing in the top 3, having a good points day. And that will now move us up to the man of the hour, once again going for two of the series. It's RZM Design. Last week at NERB, it wasn't that much of a battle, but you kind of had to work for a little bit. Tonight was a whole different story. You and Autumn traded places constantly back and forth. She jumped you into the pits and finally got out in front of you, but then I think she made a little mistake there, and it costed her the race lead. But kind of give your rundown on how the battle was there, lap by lap.
No, it was a good race. And I'll say it 2 weeks in a row. Respect where respect is due. Again, I have to, very first and foremost, just thank my sponsor on the car for the race this week. And the race is moving forward as always. Crown Customs is, I think, having a pretty good time watching these races in the stream, and at least from what I know. And but no, man, it was great racing all the way around. I think I caused a few little sim twitches and incidents here and there on track. And Autumn, if you're hearing this, my apologies. But GG's overall in the race, super fun.
And looking forward to next week as you try to make it 3 in a row at Spa. How are you feeling about your chances there, possibly going for a 3rd straight win?
My PB on Spa is actually in this car, so I am super excited for Spa. I think that is one of my better tracks on this series. So nudging by these first 2 races, these 2 tracks aren't, I wouldn't say I'm terrible at them, but like it's, there's definitely these 2 tracks to start the season were definitely big skill gap tracks, and I think it shows. And so hopefully we can really throw down some good pace next week.
And congratulations on your 2nd win of the series tonight here at Sonoma, and we'll see what you bring on the table at Spa next week.
Thank you, JJ.
Alright, and that will wrap it up for tonight at Sonoma for the 2nd round of the Porsche Cayman Cup. So, good battle there for the top spots early on, middle of the race, and towards the very end. We'll see what Spa has to offer next week in 7 days' time. But it was kind of a tough race for the lobby in general, as just a little over a half of everyone DC'd tonight, so that's really unfortunate, as some of the front runners were involved in that, such as SSR Twig. I'm sure he's pretty upset about that, as it could have been a 3rd place tonight for him, but all in all, he'll have to do everything he can to climb back into the points, as it was a rough points day for him. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for tuning in tonight's race. My name is RZXJJ Reds, the voice of the weeknight series. We'll see you all next week at Spa, and until then, be safe and good night, everyone.